All right, Jonas Max Ferris has been looking at this. Jonas, I always think it hurts your cause when Republicans and Democrats are grilling you in unison, you know?
Yeah, I think Morgan Stanley or somebody put a buyout on the stock and say it was a deal because of the recent weakness. That may have played a role in that. You know what? Just because both sides are on the same side of this for once doesn't mean they're right. And I know it's difficult to take Wells Fargo's side on this, but I want to be very clear, especially about what was just said by Elizabeth Warren. The employees were cheating management. The customers were mere pawns in a scheme to not lose your job and or hit sales target. It was very much like Glengarry Glen Ross, the meme play where you come in third, you're fired. That's the kind of incentive scheme they had.
Well, that's assuming that management was totally ignorant, which I guess his position was, and is that. We didn't know.
At this stage, they were only guilty of a failure of imagination like they were in the 08 crash of not believing the customers and mortgage brokers would make up stuff to generate volume. Now, if we find a smoking gun, an email that they all knew this, that this scheme was, these were fake accounts and they want to keep the stock price going up and touting these numbers, that's a whole nother level. But everyone's acting like that's already happened. That information is not here. At this point, they were swindled by their own employees who should have been fired anyway, probably, and didn't think that they would have just made up accounts.
But if you provide the quotas and more or less reward compensation on whether you meet those quotas, you know, you get what you paid for.
Well, that's the second tier, and they're trying to spin this into a 1%, the top of one fraction 1%, the pay differences between tellers and CEOs, and it's too big to fail thing. The real story is, how aggressive a sales system, is it okay to cut 1% of your staff all the time?
All right.
For any reason, that's really, is that worth going after management? Is that crooked? Are they too hard on their lower-end employees and too soft on themselves with their own pay packages? Well, I think this will evolve, but at this stage, I'm going to give them a little bit of a break.
All right, interesting, Jonas. Not a good day for Wells Fargo.